TF2 is a bizarre paradox. That statement has become more evident now in the early days of 2021 than ever. TF2 is in a good place right now. Well, numbers-wise. It's consistently pulling some of its highest player numbers ever, and is beloved by the internet and by YouTube's algorithm alike. Yet if you've played TF2 any time recently, it doesn't seem like that. With casual mode overrun with cheating bot accounts, radio silence from Valve, and the time between major updates getting longer and longer, it's safe to say that there are two states of TF2. There is the outside world of TF2, where content creators continue to make amazing maps, skins, videos, cosmetics, and mods that further the game's life and keep people interested. This has fostered a supporting community of kind and compassionate players who only wish to see the game continue into the modern era as a result of its rock-solid mechanics, gameplay, and humor. There is also the inside world of TF2. A world where empty servers are filled with cheating robotic player accounts who only exist to ruin everyone's experience and get a reaction out of anyone who crosses their paths. These accounts are here to stay indefinitely, as the developers of said game won't even acknowledge the problem outside of rarely doing the absolute bare minimum. TF2 is not a dead game, nor is it dying. The game is more popular now than ever, yet it's also in one of its worst states since launch. TF2 has some issues, but that doesn't mean you still can't have a fun experience while playing it. I think it's worth taking a look at each of the current available game modes to see how well they hold up in 2021. Really quick before we start, just I'll let you guys know I stream over on Twitch around 4 days a week. We do a lot of crazy variety content, and everything is themed around circus and clowns, because, that's kind of my whole thing. So if you like that, if you like my content, please, subscribe here and follow me on that, and let's get into it. Introducing Bot Etiquette. Casual can be the easiest method of playing Team Fortress 2, but has been plagued with cheaters for the past 2 years. So here is a simple 3-step plan on how to counter those bots. Step 1. Bots below 6, then it's time to kick. If you have less than 6 bots on your team, then you'll outnumber them, which can allow you to kick them out one by one. If the enemy team has the bots, then kindly ask them to vote kick. Beware, you can only vote kick one bot at a time every 2 minutes, so you'll have to ask your other players to start some as well. Step 2. If the vote kick fails, it's time to bail. Eventually, your vote kick will fail, whether that's because the bots outnumber humans or your teammates just don't respond in time. Then it's more valuable to just re-queue and for a new server than waste your time staying on the infested one. Step 3. Vigilance is a virtue. Through practice, you'll be able to identify bots as they join the server and vote kick them before they can cause any damage. Being proactive in vote-kicking bots that steal your name helps avoid the confusion that they're trying to create, as well as communicating with your teammates on who to kick next. Only you can find the imposter sniper in your game when they start acting sus. With enough searching, you'll be able to find a casual game where most, if not all, the players are real people, allowing you to enjoy a good, old-fashioned game of Team Fortress 2. actually, competitive can have some really great matches. Ones where you feel like both sides are giving it their all to try and win and have a fun game. And if this mode were popular, it might actually be the best way to play TF2 if you're looking for a cutting-edge game. Except it's almost impossible to actually find a match. There are 30+ minute queue times, if you're lucky, just to find a match where it's very probable you'll encounter a cheater. I had back-to-back matches with a cheater on my team after hours of waiting, which caused both teams to just give up. Now, occasionally you'll get a game without cheaters, but someone will leave early on and either cause you to have to re-queue once again, or play the match missing several of your teammates. This mode would shine extremely well if the time and commitment were given to it, but with radio silence from Valve, it's probably best to avoid this game mode unless you like waiting for long periods of time with very little payoff. Community servers are their own beast, but they can be a good one for sure. The biggest problem with community servers is the browser itself. It's hard to navigate and understand what the hell a server offers outside of buzzwords and other tags. It's almost like the same server browser that Valve has been using for 20+ years might not actually be the best option for the year 2021. Regardless, if you can manage to wade through the slog that is the browser, you'll actually begin to find some games. You can find servers with anti-cheat and admins to help remove cheaters and toxic players, as well as find game modes outside of TF2 itself. Actually, it feels like mini-games like Saxon Hale, Warioware, Death Run seem to outnumber regular TF2 games like 3-1 in the browser, but this could just be my experience. Community servers will always be as strong as the community itself. And since the TF2 community is one of the most resilient and fun online communities you can find, you'll always be able to find a good experience on the server browser.
That is, of course, if you don't find this. What the fuck? Oh god. Oh, ew, 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 gross, gross. No, stop.
Now, as of writing this, I haven't yet checked out the Face It TF2 matchmaking service that has come out, but I hear good things about that, and that's a topic I plan to visit in a future video, so stay tuned for that. I felt like I needed to include this just because it's part of the main screen, but there isn't much to say about MVM that hasn't been said before. It's a great game mode that deserves more attention and updates, and it's just a whole bunch of fun to play cooperatively, and you know, there's a little bit of gambling involved as well. This game mode is great fun, but it's hard to say anything more than that, because it's so wholly unique compared to the regular gameplay of Team Fortress 2. So, yeah, play MVM, but if you're looking for classic TF2, this one barely counts. This is definitely the strangest one. The training mode in Team Fortress 2 is largely considered to be a joke. It teaches you the bare mechanics, which is fine, but it doesn't go beyond that into teaching players advanced mechanics. Also, it only teaches you 4 out of the 9 total classes, which leaves 5 classes just out of the blue, you know, just locked out. There's also been many reports over the years that this training mode just doesn't work for some players, which is awful for the new player that just installed the game and has no idea what to do. This mode is semi-functional and pretty basic outside of that, so like, If you're a new player, it may be more beneficial to just look up guides on the internet or just learn through experience rather than going through the training mode.
So that's it. That's my my list of all the available game modes in TF2 in the year 2021. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I still think that this game is still full of fantastic people and just a bunch of fun, even, 10, 20 years after it was first created. And I'm just hopeful that in the coming years, hopefully sooner than that, maybe Valve will start giving this game the attention it deserves, because it holds a special place in my heart, and it deserves more than it has now.
You seriously think I would have forgotten the create server button? If you have no friends and you're sick of playing with people, then this is the option for you, brother. Oh yeah, all you have to do is create server, put in a password so no lamos can join you, and then pick your fantastic game mode. Oh hell yeah!
So yeah, thank you everybody for watching. I really appreciate that. If you like my content, I guess you can follow me on Twitch or subscribe here again. Yeah, I liked making this video. It took me about 4 months to do so. I don't know if I'll ever do something like this again. Maybe if I have a clearer vision in mind, but I'd certainly be willing to do it if people wanted to. And that's it. Have a good one.